you guys, welcome to Consume the Goodness. My name is Kendra. I'm a certified lifestyle and weight management coach, and this channel combines health lifestyle with God's word. Today I want to do a really super quick, I know I say that all the time, then it ends up being really long, but I'm going to really try to make this a quick, encouraging message just about being in the middle. There's a Bible verse that I want to read to you guys. It's 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 6 through 9.
In all this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. Though you have not seen him, you love him. And even though you do not see him now, you believe in him and are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy, for you are receiving the end result of your faith, the salvation of your souls.
As I was reading this, it really got me thinking about being in the middle of things. We will always be in the middle. We're always in the middle of something. You are in the middle of something right now. I'm in the middle of something right now. We're probably in the middle of lots of different things right now, whether it's in the middle of something really good or in the middle of something challenging or sucky or painful or whatever it might be. We are in the middle of something, and we always will be, because once we get through something, we're not in the middle of it anymore. Something else is happening. Like life is happening. We're always in the middle of something. We're in the middle of life, but in life, all of our situations, we're at some point going to be in the middle of the thing, whatever the thing might be. So besides that, I think this is a good encouragement just to remind all of us that, okay, yeah, we're in the middle of things and things happen all the time, but we also have to just try to stop and remember that there is a start to everything. There is an end to everything. So whatever we are in the middle of, even if it's something good, there was a start to this good thing. We're in the middle of this good thing, and there will be an end. And if it's a challenging thing or something that is just, it hurts or it's heavy or whatever it might be, something started it. There was a start to this thing. There is a middle and there is an end. There is an end to this thing. So my encouragement for this week is to stop and think about those things, and then really think about what we are doing in the middle. How are we spending our time in the middle of whatever it is that we're in the middle of? If we're in the middle of something really good, are we spending our time enjoying it and being grateful and being humbled by the thing, whatever the thing might be? Or are we more like taking it for granted and maybe bragging about it, becoming really conceited? And if we're in the middle of something really challenging or painful or heavy or, any of those types of things, anything that's not good, when we're in the middle of those types of things, how are we handling it? Like, I guess the encouragement is to be mindful and be aware and put effort into being conscious. Like when we look in the rear view mirror of whatever it is that we're, of, a certain situation that we went through, we're looking in the rear view mirror. What do we see when we look back there? Do we see us crumbling? Do we see us just full of frustration and anger and angry, frustrated outbursts and a lot of complaining and I'm trying to think. Like, are we looking back and seeing those things? Maybe not setting a very good example for the people around us, not doing much even good for ourselves? Or are we going to look in the rear view and see, okay, when I was in the middle of that thing, I kept my head up high. I kept my eyes fixed on Jesus. I should word it like that, because there are times where it's really hard to keep our heads up. It's really hard to hold ourselves up, period. Ourselves up, if we're thinking of like spiritually holding ourselves up, physically holding ourselves up. Sometimes it's so hard depending on what we're going through. And it is like, it seems hard. Like I can't lift my head myself. I can't do it. But we do have Jesus helping us lift our heads up, keep our eyes fixed on him. So are we looking in the rear view like walking through like this, blah, whatever? Or, just very, I don't know how to word this. Or are we going to look back in the rear view and see that we really did try? We were like, okay, I went through that really tough thing. And in that really tough thing, I kept my head up the best that I could. I did the best that I could walking through this thing. I really leaned on God during this time. I really dug into God's word during that time. There are ways that I want to word this, and I don't know. My mind is just not working very well right now. I hope the things that I've said so far have made some kind of sense, or at least enough sense where it's like, okay, yeah, I see what she means. I see where she's going. I apologize for the squeaky floor. I'm in the basement and the kids are right above me. I feel like I'll just keep saying the same things over and over because I can't figure out a good way to say what I am trying to say. When we're looking back at how we handle, or when we're thinking right now about how we're handling something right now, like I'm in the middle of this, and this right now. How am I dealing with this? How am I handling it? Am I doing the best that I can? I'm having such a hard time right now, so I'm just gonna say, okay, I hope that you guys get this, like I was saying, but just to be thinking back, not even the whole looking in the rearview mirror thing about, in the past, how did I handle stuff in the middle? Since we are in the middle of things right now, always, every single day, we're in the middle of something, whether it's something just for that day or something for a season, something for, like, we're always going to be in the middle of something, right? So thinking, how am I handling this? I'm in the middle of this thing right now. Can I be doing better? Can I be setting a better example? Can I be stronger? Am I taking advantage of this thing that I'm in the middle of right now? And what I mean by that, taking advantage of it, like, we're in the middle of things, and everything that we go through, it's doing something to us. It's building us. It has the ability to, if we allow it to, and if we actually grab that opportunity. Everything we go through has the ability to be building us up, to be growing us, preparing us, teaching us, improving us, all the things that we go through. So maybe the encouragement is, it is still, how am I handling this? Can I look back at the way I am in the middle of this situation and say, okay, yeah, I did my best. I really leaned on God. I stayed in prayer. I kept my eyes fixed on Jesus. I did the best that I could through this, through Jesus, with Jesus, because of him. Or are we going to maybe look back at things and say, oh my gosh, I handled that so poorly. It was just very foolish. Is it like a faithful middle or a foolish middle? So yeah. Even though, we might look back and think, and I do think, and I know I've talked about this in videos before about reflecting on things, looking in the past, but not living in the past, reflect on the things that we have done, the things that we've done well, to keep that and even build on it, and the things that we did poorly, to look back and learn from it. Kind of the same type of thing here. But then also be mindful of where we are right now. Not only just looking back in the rear view at how we handled the middle of certain situations, but what we are doing right now to handle the things that we are in the middle of right now. Oh, geez. I am really praying that this made sense. I am really praying that it was helpful and encouraging in some way. And I hope that Bible verse helped tie it all together. I feel like so many Bible verses actually can be applied in so many different areas. So for this specific topic about talking about being in the middle, that's the Bible verse that jumped out at me. And whatever it is, whatever it might be that we are in the middle of, it could be something that has to do with our medical state. It could be with something that has to do with our family or our home, relationships, financial stuff, legal stuff, the way that we eat, fitness type stuff, goals that we're trying to reach. We're in the middle of things, and the way that we walk through it, the way that we walk through the middle is so important. So it started, what are we using? Who are we calling on to help us in the middle? And really thinking about what I do in the middle of everything that I am in, which will be always, every day, always in the middle of something. How I handle and how I get through the middle of this situation and that situation and all these situations, it really is going to have an impact on the end part. And I feel like I should stop talking now because I don't even know if I'm making sense. Also, I want to say thank you guys. So I did, just recently I was doing like a little bit of an active rest on YouTube. So I was mostly just doing reruns on Tuesdays and Fridays. And I appreciate you guys supporting and still coming back to watch the videos. So for some of you guys, the reruns weren't really reruns for you. It's the first time you ever watched it. But for some of you, I know that you already had seen the first, the original showing. and you still watched and you still commented again, and you guys are just, you're awesome. Oh, and real quick before I go, I just want to thank you guys again for prayers over what my family and I are doing with our website. So if you guys go to shoplsf.com, you will see what I'm talking about if you haven't already been there. But my husband and our 4 kids, we started a website in October. So not too long ago, it's still really new, but you guys have been so supportive. I have been getting messages, and I'm sure that some people have shared it, talked about it, shared it with people without telling me, but I know some of you who have told me. I appreciate you guys for sharing our family website, for sharing it and getting it out there. I appreciate you guys who have supported it in any way, whether even if it was just to go look at what we have, and if it was to purchase something or praying over it. It means so much. Just a reminder, Christmas is coming up, and all orders over $40, you get free shipping. So this is a great time to get some Christmas shopping in. We have candles, mugs, tumblers. We have shirts, short sleeve and long sleeve shirts. We have hoodies and sweatshirts, coasters. We have lots of things. So it's a good variety. I'm actually wearing something now. I've got on a Consume the Goodness hoodie. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting everything. I know that I've said that, and I will continue to say it because I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support and your love and your kindness. And you guys show that in everything that you do. In watching, even if I don't know that you're watching it, because you maybe don't leave a comment or something, which I suck at leaving comments. Even just in watching, you guys are showing that, and in leaving comments and in sharing. It means so much. And I can see some of you guys share on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but sometimes you guys share on Facebook. Sometimes you guys are sharing things through text messages. You're texting videos to the channel out to people. It really does. It means a lot, and it's just very appreciated. So I thank you guys so much for that, and I love you guys. God bless, and I hope to have you back for the next one.